Hi and welcome to another ZenstaZ Reviews. I'm ZenstaZ and today we're going to be reviewing a game that wasn't released too long ago on the day of all days, the bad luck day I'm talking about, March 13th, 2009. I'm talking, of course, about the release date of the ever-proclaimed, highly anticipated sequel to the Resident Evil franchise, Resident Evil 5 for the PS3 and Xbox 360. So, let's get to the review. I hope you enjoy. See you after the review.
Warm up your TVs and systems, lock the doors, close the shades, and pack some extra underwear, because Resident Evil 5 is finally here. RE5 takes place 10 years after the first chapter of Resident Evil. In case you still don't know, it takes place 4 years after the events of Resident Evil 4, where we now take control of the first hero of the series, Chris Redfield. We find out that he's been pretty busy these 10 years, as he is now part of an anti-BOW counterterrorism force known as BSAA. Chris is sent to Africa to investigate a BOW deal that takes place in the fictional region called Kijuju. When he arrives at the checkpoint, he's greeted by another BSAA operative named Sheva Alomar.
Welcome to Africa. My name is Sheva Alomar.
From there, she accompanies you for what seems to be a simple assignment, but what started simple for just an investigation turns out to be a hard fight for survival. A familiar virus has returned, but to make matters worse, the virus has somewhat evolved into a more dangerous, ferocious plague that will give the two agents a run for their training, instincts, tactics, but most important of all, their reliance on each other. The gameplay in RE5 follows the same mechanics of RE4. We still have the third-person camera angle with 3D environments all around, including the over-the-shoulder aiming. The enemies in the game have remained the same as well. They can attack you with melee weapons like axes, pipes, and such. And they work well together, especially in large groups. I shouldn't really compliment them on that because, well, if you're completely surrounded by enemies, you'll only be able to see what's in front of you. And when you've got your back turned, chances are you're going to get hit by something big. But that's what having Sheva around you is for. That's right. In this game, it also features co-op. The whole game focuses on partnership. What that means is that Sheva isn't coming along just to yell, "Help!" or "Leah!" Okay, I'm exaggerating a bit. No, Sheva's here to help you throughout the course of the game from beginning to end. She's armed with weapons and some moves of her own to assist you on the road. She'll also be able to help you in dire situations that have no choice but to rely on her, whether it's fighting what seems to be endless waves of enemies, solving puzzles, providing hints, or even getting you out of a hold by an enemy. Seems promising, right? Well, if there's something good, there's obviously going to be something bad. To some, Sheva may be able to aim and fires a weapon like you do, but she just fires too much on one enemy, causing you to run low on ammo. Yeah, well, tough break. Maybe if you weren't so busy popping bullets into one guy, you might still have some ammo left. If you die, that's on you. Oh. Oh, God. That's on you. I told you. Oh, what the f***? Yeah, like I said, the game focuses on teamwork, and if you die, it's game over. Common sense. But if Sheva dies, well, it's game over too. Wouldn't make much sense if you continued the story without one of the main characters to, make the story make sense. To be honest with you, I don't mind it most of the time. It makes the game worth the challenge. Besides, how would the game be enjoyable if she keeps firing into the head of every enemy in the entire game? It would kind of get repetitive after a short time, wouldn't it? Well, since we're on the topic, new moves are offered in the game. In the previous game, RE4, the only way to unleash Leon's girly kick was to shoot the enemy in the head or in the leg. But this time, when you shoot the enemy in the arm, you can hook them, shoot them in the head, straight punch them, or pop them one in the leg and give them a good old sure you can. Okay, that was a bad one. Okay, you get the idea, but you have to admit, these new moves are pretty badass. Another team-related element is to have Sheva reach distant places, such as going up high broken ladders, or even leaping across a broken bridge. Neat. The cinematic action cutscenes make a comeback as well. In some parts of the game, you'll be prompted to see a little button or two in the scene which requires you to press it to avoid, death. Yeah, great that they still use it. RE5's new inventory screen is real time, which means no more pressing the pause button to magically bring up a suitcase that you somehow carry around with you, like in RE4. Nope, in this situation in the game, you're only presented with 9 open slots to place your items, weapons, and armor and stuff. It's a good strategic way to bring to the series, or if not, bring back. If you play the RE1 through 1, 2, and 3, you'll understand what I mean. It goes back to the original roots of the franchise. But people who played RE4 from that start are going to have trouble, if not complain, about this new inventory system, managing, moving, and equipping. But don't get so down. That's what the BSAA store is for. Here you can customize your weapons, buy new ones, sell treasures, sell other weapons, buy items, buy first aid spray. I can go on and on, but I won't. It's just too much to get into detail here. But the basic idea is here you can customize your weapons and all that. And it's a good creative way to get all the weapons you want. And this totally adds to the replay value. Especially when you decide to go back to a chapter, you get to have all your items, weapons, and stuff with you. That's right. It's saved onto your hard drive or whatever system you're playing on. You can carry the items and weapons that you've collected throughout the game back to the previous chapters that you completed. Again, this adds a lot of replay value to it, and I personally enjoyed it. Okay, now that I got all that out of the way, let's talk about the co-op in real time. I'm talking about playing with multiplayer. Now, keep in mind that you can play this solo, but if you're looking for a buddy to play with just for fun and kicks, there's always the option of multiplayer online and offline. In online mode, you can connect with another player or join with them. Host a game or join with them. You can either work out and manage invite to your friends out there in the Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, and you can send them invitations to play with you on the campaign mode. It's fun and addicting. You can also play with your friend outside the internet land. This works by a split screen option. You can both play simultaneously, and it works out to the root of the core, though I don't have any footage for that. But you'll get the idea. It's fun. But the only complaint about this is that if you decide to play 2-player with 2 real people, then it sort of takes the fun and, well, it takes the depth out of the whole eerie and scary atmosphere of the game. Otherwise, if you're just looking for pure action, then you won't mind it at all. Finally, the importance of teamwork is saving each other's lives, literally. More often than not, you'll find yourselves overwhelmed by a lot of enemies and might take one hit too many. When that happens, you'll enter a new state called dying. Like it says, you're dying. You can't use your weapons, run, or even heal yourself. Nope, the only way to snap out of this is begging your partner to come revive you. He or she must make it to you before the timer runs out or an enemy strikes you down. It's an okay addition, I guess. Upon completing chapters, you'll see a results screen that ranks you depending on your accuracy, enemies defeated, how many times you died, and how long it took for you to beat the game. Well, level. You'll also see that you're awarded points for unlocking goodies after you play through the game once, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you here. Play through it yourselves. Ha! The graphics in the game are just one word: wow. The level designs, characters, enemies, the lighting, all of it looks amazing and gives a real-life look to it. Character models, movements, they all look outstanding. Well done, Capcom. Well done. RE5 is a game that made us wait these 4 years, but it was worth it. It has great, interesting gameplay, challenging settings, and unlockable goodies, stunning graphics, and most important of all, it ties up all the loose ends to the questions fans have been dying to have answered. So overall, I give this game a 9 even out of 10.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the review. I know I did, playing the game as well. So, I hope I see you again in the next video. I'm ZenstaZ. Stay Zen. Peace.